guys get to the office where the Lex mechanic is, and it's kind of like an actual like government building. And you guys go inside, and you run into that investigator as he's walking out.
Hey!
And I'll say, Loxon, fortuitous that that we have run into you at this moment. How fared you at the tech crypt?
They were most forthcoming with coming. They were very helpful. MRC 812. You don't remember giving him your name.
Oh. Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
What has your investigation led you to the port district?
I'll say.
No, you got me saying port. The space elevator district.
Yeah. I'll say, following leads. This one appears that it may be a dead end, though. We had thought that maybe. I'm just deciding. A smaller gang in the area may have been attempting to smuggle some illegal goods out off planet using the space elevator.
Do you know what gang?
Lock nuts.
The one.
The
horseshoes.
The lock nuts. Yeah. I'll say the hardwares. I'll say the hardwares.
The hardwares. Okay. He kind of smiles and says like, "Oh, the hardwares," and he looks at you, Simsel.
Yep.
And he's like, "New eye."
How could you tell?
Wink.
You notice he also has an augmetic eye.
Newly installed.
Yeah, and he's like, interesting.
Can I? Well, before we.
How did you? I see your visit to the tune-up went well.
Can I compare the two installations to see which one's better?
Yeah. Give me awareness.
Oh shit! Oh, that's actually not too bad. Like I'll try to do it casually. 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, that's a fair amount of successes. You notice Loxon's is like way fucking better. It's like the best augment you've ever seen.
I'll
Like really high levels of like Mechanicus maybe have augments of this quality.
Wow. I'll shrug and I'll kind of mumble to myself. It was my first try.
Right. Like yeah, I got the hardware special and it was
Dash roll me and
Just like I was working with damaged goods.
a cunning as well.
Oh no.
but you know, it gets the job done.
My cunning is uno. 1 success. 1 icon.
Cool. He's like, hey, if it gets the job done, right?
Yeah, and I'll like tap it and it'll do like a flash through like a couple different like cycles or whatever. So you know, to show that it works, but I don't really get much feedback on it on my end.
It rolls around.
The first time you tap it, it like doesn't work,
You have like
and then you just like tap it a little bit harder, and it switches over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Like,
Oh, there we go.
you know,
Yeah. Like Mad Eye Moody from
Yeah.
Harry Potter. It's like, whew.
ooh, is that a setting I can put it on? Just constant swivel. It's the danger swivel.
So he says, Lenson. Did any friends of yours, were they the ones who got killed near the temple? Just some background, since you weren't here. They killed all of the gearheads kind of near the temple.
Oh. So what was his question?
He's asking, did you know the gearheads who were killed near the temple?
Well, I was drinking at their bar. No.
No, at the
No.
temple.
Yeah.
The bar is different from the temple. The temple, when we went down there to look for the coffin, and there was some gang members that were killed, and also some. Well, I think it was just gang members.
Guitar. I
And
thought you
some
guys were going to
Scutars.
fight with this guitarist too.
Yeah. So.
So this guy knew my name, also.
Even though you weren't with them. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
I want to use my
You do
Cine
recognize
skills.
though he's a Balaxia criminal investigator, so it might just be that like maybe your profile's a little hotter than you thought.
Nah, I have no
Can
idea
I
what
feel
you're
if
talking
anything's
about.
off about this guy?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight. Or are you trying to do like warp? Fucking-
Yeah, warp like something. Is he using
Okay.
the warp to glean some of this stuff?
Yeah. So you try and like actually since you got started talking to him, you've had that same sickening feeling. You're pretty sure this is the null.
Oh,
That he's
snap.
the null.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Investigator Clouseau is the
They
null.
see me Nolan.
I'm trying to figure out how I can signal to you guys. Like, I'm telepathy.
And he says,
What does it
he
mean?
turns back to
Like-
MRC and says, "So, dead end."
So there's the force.
Um,
it's all around us.
Well, we were.
Finds us and penetrates us.
We're-
What does it mean to us practically in this situation? Does it matter?
I have no idea.
I don't think it does anything, right? Okay, like, okay.
It
he's
gives
a
him the
null.
heebie-jeebies.
All
How do I
right.
not take telepathy?
He gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's lucky we.
I mean, even if you
killed
took
him already.
telepathy, it wouldn't work near him.
That's true.
So
So-
yeah, Mark. So he asked you like it was a dead
Dead
end.
end. I'll say. Well, we were about to go in to talk to the Lex mechanic here.
Oh, I can introduce you. I know him. We just spoke.
He's my best friend.
I'll say.
He like doesn't give you a chance to refuse, and he's like, "No, come on, let's go in." And he starts to walk in.
Would I be a little terrified around this guy? Like, if he's a null and he's affecting the warp to where I can't manipulate it using my psyker abilities, wouldn't it kind of freak me out?
I mean, that's up to you. If you
would
tell me
say
it freaks
so.
you out, I'm not going to tell you it doesn't.
I would say you guys could see that I'm visibly troubled by this
Nervous?
guy.
Okay. Well, I can't think of a reason why not to at this point without causing a ruckus. So I guess follow him in.
Excellent. Yeah, he says, Lex Mechanic Davos. This is Mark 812, one of the finest guitarists. I believe they have some questions for you related to the matter we were just discussing.
I come and give him a hug.
I'll
It's
allow
been a
it.
long time. Like we're
gangster
old
hug, like-
friends.
What up, dog?
Yeah, he's like, oh, you, this is Loxon. He's like, oh, you two know each other?
Yeah, we're best friends.
Former lover.
I'll say
Lex Mechanic. This is a savory character. How do you know
Whoa,
him?
speak for yourself.
And he kind of just starts to like list off like suspected crimes that your name's like involved with, and some unsavory associates that he knows that you have.
Allegedly.
I'll say
He's like allegedly. He's like, but
big's the
Lex
space
Mechanic,
room?
how do you know each other? And do you interrupt before the Lex Mechanic starts to say something?
I just said we're best friends.
Oh, where did you meet?
Oh, I'm a little over here, over there. I mean, look at our group. I know a little bit of everyone.
Give him time. He'll be everywhere.
A little bit of everyone.
I
Oh,
can
I'm
see
so
this
sorry.
going downhill, and I'm gonna try and like talk to my gun in my head, and just be like, okay, we're about to see some shit. It's gonna be good. We're gonna get to kill some people. This is gonna be great. I'm rubbing it a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Do the test.
It's a tech roll.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm so good at tech.
Whatever space we're in, I'm like pinned up to the wall on the
Oh
outside.
yeah,
perimeter.
that is a 1 on my wrath die and a 6 on my regular die.
Nice.
So 2 successes and a 1 on my wrath.
I have to look up what the DN is. I believe it's higher.
You die.
I just explode.
You
Oh,
whisper
okay.
to it.
It's only for.
Don't do that, explode.
Okay, I'll say you succeed,
Pull a Tyler.
and you gain the +2 bonus to all tests to use the gun.
Sick.
However, Loxin very clearly notices you, like, shifting your weapon.
Cool.
And I'll say, I got nothing. I had something, but it's gone now. I'll say, thank you, investigator Loxon. I would hate to waste your time. We'll continue our investigation and maybe if we have any other leads, we'll report back to you.
Oh no, I'm fine to stay. My superiors would be very angry if I didn't do everything possible to carry out my investigation.
I'll say,
Oh, so we can use glory to just make stuff happen, right?
You can spend a wrath for a minor narrative declaration. So we got to kind of negotiate what you want to do, but feel free to bring it up. Sure.
I'm gonna say I know the guy because I was investigating.
I'm not gonna say
crimes,
like
right.
you spend the wrath and then it like doesn't happen. Like I'll
Right.
let you know. Like yeah, we can work that out.
Well, I could just
So,
say
can-
I know the guy because I was investigating
So-
other crimes, right?
This is kind of like your
One second.
garage kind of thing, right? And like we can still see people like coming by and whatever.
So you guys have walked into an office at this point. There are a few people like waiting around.
Is
it
it
looks
like a
lot you've
window
ever
we
been
can
to.
see out of, or?
Not really. If you've ever been to like a college admin office, you
Yeah.
know, there's always like people waiting. There's some people in the background like handling like their version of phones, Voxes, I guess. And this guy's kind of like the counter, like he's the one operating the counter right now.
All right. Because I was
Like
gonna
a
be like,
B&B.
I was wanting to see if I could like see somebody walking outside that had some kind of like mechanical arm and be like, hey, is that one of those guys with the red arms?
Yeah, I mean you guys are indoors. There's no.
Yeah. No,
windows.
okay. That's fine.
Can I just say I know him? I've investigated other crimes before. Part of you should know that part of like knowing knowledge is being able to fit into and communicate well with groups.
Okay, yeah. So you want to pass it off like you did some investigation with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, that's great to hear. Hopefully, this investigation will be just as fruitful as your prior ones." What did you want to ask the
I'm
Lex mechanic?
13 for 13 so far in investigations.
I'll say, I'll turn to
Impressive record.
the Lex.
Thank you.
I'll turn to the Lex mechanic and I'll say, we believe that the hardwares are trying to smuggle a piece of equipment, maybe off planet. I don't know if investigator Loxon has asked you about them.
He kind of turns to Loxon, and then Loxon nods, and then he turns back and he says, "Yes, the investigator," and he's like obviously like visibly nervous here.
Yeah.
And he keeps glancing at Lenson. Yeah, Lenson.
Okay.
But he says, the hardwares they have certainly been in here, but I denied them permits. I haven't given them any permits.
You say the investigators visibly nervous?
No, the
Not the
Lex
Lex
mechanic is,
mechanic.
visibly nervous.
You are doing a great service by denying these scoundrels and hooligans
Yeah, and
certificates or whatever.
I will not mention that we know that the Red Arm gang was let through the gate. But I will give dimensions of a box that is a lot smaller, maybe 3 foot by 3 foot. I'll say, we believe that they may be smuggling some goods in. We're looking for a box that's about 3 foot square. Were they trying to when you denied their paperwork, did you see what on the manifest sheet anything that would fit that description?
Yeah, so Loxon interjects and says, "Oh, a box that small?"
Yeah.
My notes have what was being stolen from the crypt being much larger. What's your source for the box being that small?
Huh. Evidently not a very good source, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. What dimensions did you have for this?
Yeah, so what they told me was 18 feet by 18 feet and 6 inches by 8 foot, 0.391 inches. You can tell he's got the like Mechanicus like exact
Yeah.
dimensions.
Yeah.
That's significantly larger. Significantly larger.
I'll say.
step back.
Well, obviously you are the investigator, and we are amateurs in comparison to you.
We're all on the same side here, same team.
Step back.
Of course.
Is he also looking? He's looking for the same thing we are.
He's
Those are
He
very
paid for us to
specific
do this,
measurements.
no, he did not pay us.
No?
He's a separate entity.
Yeah, he's a separate entity that if he found out that we were searching for the stasis coffin on behalf of the Archdomina, that it would be bad, right? It would,
Well, so the Archdomina has told you guys to keep this like 100% discreet,
yeah.
and that she couldn't search for it himself. And then this guy, who you guys have identified as a Balaxian criminal investigator, basically like a local cop, is also investigating this crime.
Yeah, so it's kind of
So
we're
we can't let
tangentially.
him know what
Yeah.
all the things that we know.
Yeah, so we're trying to keep the information from him and find it before he does, without letting him know that we are working for the Archdomina.
Yeah.
So-
We're PIs that can't work with the cops.
Yeah. So I'll say, Lex Mechanic Dave Davos, I'm sorry to have wasted your time. Obviously, Investigator Loxon has much more information than we do, and we'll regroup and come back if we have further information or further questions to ask.
The Lex Mechanic says, yes, so certainly.
I wanna use one of my abilities to confirm my suspicion and try to see if I can compel I can't remember his name, the Lux Mechanica guy.
Davis.
To give us more information willingly. Like, we know the conversation is coming to a close, but he's like, oh wait, I want to try to compel him. I know it's going to fail. I just want to try to use it to confirm my suspicion that there's a dead spot right here.
Yeah, so it feels like it's about to work, and then it's like you like miscounted the stairs and stumble, and then you just lose it,
Okay.
and nothing occurs.
Can I tell that it's... Can I pick up a focal point from that? Like, it's emanating from the investigator?
So
I wouldn't say like it's that specific, but you did get like a really heebie-jeebie vibe from him, and your powers aren't working here.
So
I look at him right in the face and I say, you're a null.
well,
Excuse me?
they say no
Yes.
woman.
Yes. Yes.
You're a null. It has nothing to
I'm
do
sorry,
with us looking for this guy. I just
Is
wanna-
this he turns to Mart, and he's like, "Is this a Mechanicus insult?"
You described the nulls a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People...
I'll say this is a
Completely
sanctioned psyker, and he believes that there's entities that can dampen the warp, and I believe he thinks you're one of them.
Interesting. I've never heard anything quite like that.
Is he lying?
You go ahead and roll whatever this version insight is.
Insight.
Julian, while he investigates
Copyright,
that, quick
TM.
question: Did the guy who does the packaging know the
Inside
dimensions, or did the investigator know the
The
dimensions?
investigator knew the dimensions. So when I described the incorrect dimensions, the investigator immediately was like, "Oh no, it was 18 feet 6 inches by 8 feet .391 inches."
Okay, and then What's the other guy's name that we're talking to again? That I
Hey.
Lex Mechanicus
the
Davos.
Lex Mechanic guy.
Davos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Davos
What'd you
was
get?
basically just standing. I have one die for my insight, so it's the wrath die, and I got a 6.
Sweet, sweet. Go ahead and gain a glory. But you think he's telling the truth?
Okay.
Can I turn to that guy and think the Lex Mechanic is lying to you? He's hiding information.
You're gonna rat out your buddy,
No,
your
we
best
don't want to
friend.
rat him out because we want to come back later and talk to him without the investigator there, because he's not going to tell us jack shit right now.
Yeah, we want to come back and
Do
shake this
you,
guy
do you
down.
whisper it or not?
Yes.
Okay. He kind of like steps forward and like pats you on the shoulder, and he's like, no. Lex Mechanic at Davos and I are Greek friends. He would never lie to me, right? Lex Mechanic. And the Lex Mechanic's like, of course not. To lie to a Balaxian investigator, that would be a great crime. I would never do that ever.
Okay, I whisper to a guy and be like, I would never lie to you. It was just a
He's like,
hunch.
Cause you okay, yeah, like so continue the conversation about the Knoll.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tell him, I mean no offense. It's just something that I've learned in my training, that you have this inert or this innate capability of just dampening the warp, and I as a psyker, I depend on this to do my work for the God Emperor.
So yeah, he goes, interesting. Well, my duties have never compelled me to have to go against a psyker, but I guess it would be a really useful trait to have if you ever had to kill one.
Oh shit! Oh,
He's calling you out.
he's laying the smacks down.
Yeah,
I
Sissy's
whisper-
visibly more worried now.
I was like, are you threatening our friend?
Visibly or worried or absolutely not. We're all on the same side,
Yes,
right?
of course not. He's not.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure this was
We're
just
all-
a misunderstanding. As I kind of
Remind
like
me again,
shift my
You're just concerned citizens investigating?
I don't remember what we said.
We were
we
we were hired by a third party,
Right.
and we're not at liberty to discuss the details of it at this point.
As terms of the contract.
As terms
yeah,
of the contract.
we're independent contractors.
Well, the goal's all the same. To
Of course.
find and recover any stolen artifacts from the tech crypt.
Very much so. I agree.
Yeah, anything we find, we'll totally tell you.
Did we
That's our goal number one.
get a vice versa,
I appreciate
likewise
that.
from him? If he
Yeah,
finds...
so I mean he's shared info with you guys at the beginning when you came up.
Yeah.
I think he pointed you guys to the tune-up, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we lied to him
Um,
about getting him into the temple.
Yeah. I pointed him in the wrong direction. So yeah. So
He's taking that in stride.
I'll
so
say.
far. Very
He said he didn't have any troubles getting in, but
He kills all the guards.
no. You compelled him to let us by.
Yeah, you guys killed the guards at like a side entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
when you
on our
guys
way
left.
out.
Yep. on our
Yeah.
way
That's right.
out.
Well, and he's like an official, so
Yeah,
he probably can
can
just
be
get in.
Gone in, no problem.
Yeah. So
Um,
then why did he ask for our help, or did we just offer that?
I think we just offered it.
Okay.
So I'll
It works
say,
two ways. He can't
well,
compel me, and I can't
I'll
compel
kind of
him.
nod to Lex Mechanic Davos and Investigator Loxon, and I'll be like, I'm sorry to have wasted your time. We'll be moving on. I guess it's back to square one for us, and I'll kind of make towards the door.
Yeah, he says,
I'm the first one
good
out.
hunting, Mark 812.
Good hunting, Investigator Loxon.
Cool. So you guys exit out
Yeah.
the government building.
I
you know,
push
it's
people
right
out
on
of
the
my
street.
way to be the first one out.
Nice.
Does the
Go ahead
inspector
and take a
stay, or
round.
does he leave and go a different way?
Go ahead and take a wrath, John.
Okay.
Yeah, so he stays, and whoever's the last one out notices that he turns to Lex Mechanicus and like leans over and starts to whisper to him.
Anybody? Who's the last one out? That
I
could
think I
overhear?
would.
Me.
I never came in.
I'll say I was probably gonna be one of the last ones out. So either me or Mike.
Do it.
Can we?
So
Yeah,
I'll,
I mean, whichever one.
I'll-
Like, you guys
I'll
don't have
say
to
I-
roll.
I'll
I'm
say I
just
was
giving
the-
it for free.
I'll say I was the last one out.
Yeah, so you see him, like, lean over the countertop and start to whisper to the Lex mechanic.
Okay, I'll kind of like hover at the door, and like, see, can I tell if he's like threatening him or just like trying like, I don't know.
I think his the Lex mechanic's composure looks the same as it did previously, which is like he's scared to shit
Yeah.
ever since he saw Lenson with the investigator.
Okay. Cool. So I'll like as I finally
Dude,
come
this
out.
cop is racist, man.
I'll just be like,
He's the cop from Crash.
the Inspector Dickhead was whispering some shit to the dude. I think he might have been threatening him some more or something. I don't know.
Well,
But we need to stake this place out.
we have leverage on this Lex mechanic because we could have ratted him out and told the investigator that we know for a fact that that gang was allowed through the checkpoint and able to skip the line.
Well, assuming investigator dude doesn't just kill him for being a heretic or some bullshit.
Why? My lie was good.
Well, yeah, but yeah,
Well, I'm just saying we may lose our dude because he may just kill this dude for being a heretic or some shit. So we need
the Davis.
yeah. Inspector dude might kill the mechanic dude
Yeah.
for being a heretic because he didn't look super pleased with stuff. So I think we need to, covertly hang out, watch Inspector dude leave, and then go, string up other dude by his ankles.
Okay. I'll say Minister. What's your name again?
Zyvan.
Zyvan. Would you like to continue to proselytize here?
Wherever the good Lord takes me.
Meanwhile, on my fervent need to leave that area as soon as possible, every couple yards or so, I'm using my Synesians to pick up the warp field whenever I'm out of range of this guy, just so I can get a damage sense. I know how far away I need to be.
Yeah. So I would say. Well, I mean, how far do you guys go out? So you get out to the street.
Yeah, we get out to the
and
street.
then-
We're talking to Zyvan,
Yeah.
and we decide that Zyvan's going to stay and proselytize a little bit longer and kind of stake the place out while we kind of.
So where Zyvan is, you can still kind of feel like quiet behind you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I can
and I'll,
definitely
like-
feel the warp again.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel the warp, like people around you.
Okay.
You think you could probably be able to cast something out here, but yeah.
Do I know how far away from that guy I am, roughly?
I would say like maybe 50 meters.
50 meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll keep looking towards the front of this place while talking to just random people, trying to get them. Maybe even find a soapbox somewhere and lift myself up and start to.
Okay, yeah. So about 20 minutes after you see, well, not 20 minutes, actually closer to like 5 or 10 minutes after your friends leave. I assume you guys just like scuttle off to leave.
Yeah.
I actually want to stay and like scout the building for side entrances, back entrances, other egress points, etc. And like,
Gotcha.
if I can find a side entrance or whatever, just park there.
Okay, yeah. So you find some side entrances, but it's like a lot of like government buildings, just like exit only. There's no active security, but the doors are just like locked from the outside.
Cool. I just want to pick a side door that I think somebody that like, if I can reference where would be the closest one to the office we were in, and just park there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Jesse, about 5 to 10 minutes later, you see Loxon.
1 second before you guys went off. You will know my mark when I say when the God Emperor has stood up from his chair and taken wrath on these unholy heathens, and then go over. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you see Loxon exit the Lex Mechanics office and walk out of the building and start to head back down the road towards where you guys came from when you were at the checkpoint.
Okay. And when he gets about 20 meters away, I'll start in on my conclusion for my my preach, and it will end exactly when he hits about 50 meters out.
Okay, cool.
Like it'll
do
be
you
over.
stay in the same spot?
Yeah, I stay in the same spot, but like as soon as he like walks, like I see him come, all right, and then finish, and then get down,
Gotcha.
and it'll be like, come, follow me, and we just all turn and I'll start walking towards him. And I know nobody's gonna come with me, but that's kind of the point.
Well, go ahead and roll awareness for me.
I have a passive awareness of 2. Ooh, that's a 1 success.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you go ahead and you're trying to follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking in his direction as I yell off the code word to let Mark and everybody else know.
Gotcha. Are you guys also trying to follow with Jesse?
No. I want to go back and talk to the mechanic.
Okay,
I
cool. So
wanna
you're in
join
that same
with the
area
mechanic.
still? When do you try and go in?
I think I'll wait for his code word, and then I'll wait like 5 more
Yeah,
minutes.
you'll still hear me loud, like preaching down the street, but not like, but as I'm coming down,
Yeah.
and like, I'm gonna follow this guy for a little while, see where he goes.
Okay. So
Go ahead and roll awareness for me too.
Me?
Yeah.
And then I think I'll come around. My point would be to come around to the side entrance that Simselman's on, and then try to go in that way. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 2, 3, 4 icons, but a 1 on my wrath die.
Hey, sweet. Yeah, so 4 icons. You see like 3 cloaked figures walk out of the building.
Dementors.
And then as Jesse passes, he like misses them come out. And they come out and they go down the opposite way of the street than Loxton and Jesse are going. And as their complication,
What color robes are they?
they're like a dingy brown.
Do they look? Is there any reason why I take notice of these 3 cloaked figures? Are they like different from the people that frequent here, or?
It looks like the 2 on the outside are grasping the 3rd, like kind of by the elbows.
Snap.
Or, I mean, the 2 on the inside, or the 1 on the inside.
Okay. Like, do
Yeah,
we
they're
have
flanking
like?
him.
Do we have like Vox?
flanking them.
Do we have Vox that like can communicate with the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think you guys have Vox beads, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll say.
I'm pretty sure that was in your starting equipment.
Yeah, I'll say. I believe they're taking Lex Mechanic Davos to execute him. They're heading this way.
Cool. You're going the opposite way, and then you're going back in there.
I was going back in there until I
I'm
saw
like
them.
standing outside, looking like I'm trying to work shit out.
Okay.
Okay, we'll say as your complication. You actually say that a little bit louder than you intended to.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do the cloaked figures turn to look my way or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I think I wouldn't realize that I was saying it a little bit too loud, and I'll follow them, assuming that the rest of my people are going to converge on this group of cloaked figures.
Is there anybody near us that's just kind of NPC-ish?
Yeah, I mean, there's a steady like hustle and bustle of people. There are like people constantly coming into the building looking to get new permits.
Anybody ahead of the
and like
cloaked
various
figures?
other functions of the moment. What's up?
Anybody ahead of the cloaked figures?
Yeah, so you're with me.
Yeah, there's people ahead of them.
Still think
I would
somebody
like to
should talk
compel
the
one of
mechanic
them
without
to-
the investigator
Well, I think
around.
that
Stall
they
them.
have the mechanic between them. 3 cloaked figures. So Davos is in the
see
middle.
that. So,
two other guys are taking him
So
down the hall.
you call this out on the comms.
Yeah.
It's only 5 meters.
I'll call back out on comms. Mike, You should go back in and check to see if dude is there or gone.
On in. I'm already walking in.
Okay.
And then I want to call back to you direction or whatever so I can try and come around and cut him off.
Okay. Yeah.
Compel's only 5 meters, so whoever's within 5 meters of me, I want to compel them to run over to those cloaked individuals and stall them
Ooh, nice.
somehow.
Help me.
Okay, sure. I'll say that you get like a merchant who was heading in to go grab a permit,
Okay.
and he runs over. He's like, excuse me. Do you know what time the office is open? And they just like brush him off and keep moving. And so he tries to like get in front of them,
Yeah.
and they just like shove him and keep moving.
Would I be able to try and like come around the buildings in a way to try and cut them off, or like, you know, if they're going
if
this
you wanna-
way,
if you
can I
wanna
come
run-
around?
If you want to run, I'll say that you can get in front of them. If you want to just like walk or be kind of discreet, then I'll say you come out behind them.
Yeah, no, I would try and like run around like through because I was already off on a side door or whatever. So I wanted to try and like come around the building in the direction that they're going and cut them off, and I'll
Well, we
run.
kind of like we want to
Okay,
cut them
yeah.
off in like an alleyway. So
Somewhere dark.
as me and Yeshua walk around the corner, and we see Sim kind of come around the corner as well. I'll say, Lex Mechanic Davos.
Yeah. So you, Simsol, you succeed. So you run out, and you're looking for somebody. You got your gun all brandished. Obviously, you look pretty suspicious.
Yeah.
Jesse, where are you right now?
I'm a few blocks still following the Inquisitor. Once I hear
Give me a
that,
cunning check.
what's that?
Give me a cunning check.
What's my cunning? Wait, I can. Where's my thing? Where's my abilities? Ooh, I got a 6 on my wrath and a 4, so 3.
Gain of glory, guys.
Hell yeah.
But so you realize that you lost him.
Yeah, I assumed I probably wouldn't keep track of him, but I would go one more block after I hear the radio call, and then turn around and start walking faster back the other direction.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, Jesse, tell me what you wanted to do. Or not Jesse. Sorry, John. Tell me what you wanted to do.
I think at this point I want to.
No, sorry, not John. Josh.
Oh.
We have too many J's.
So yeah,
Too many J's.
So we're kind of converging in an alleyway.
No, you guys are on the main street. Ethan ran out of the alleyway, and he stopped them on the main street.
Oh.
Or he's in front of them on the main street.
Oh, I didn't realize they were going down.
Before we do something stupid, I walk inside. How far would it be to get to that guy's office? Or what am I?
Maybe
what am
like
I
a
looking-
minute total.
What?
If you're running, it would be like a lot faster. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I run inside this building? Is that gonna be like super fucking weird?
It'd be super weird.
All right, I run inside. Never stopped me before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I run
Okay,
up
so
to
you
this
run
guy's
inside?
office.
Yeah, you see a little like out to lunch sign at the counter.
Is there anyone else in there? There must be a
Yeah,
spook
there's some
next door.
people. There's some people like working in the back. A few servitors just like taking boxes and moving them back. full
Someone
of
nearby.
records.
Hey, where did Lexi go?
Yeah, you can like yell out and they'll say, he had to run an errand.
Who's Aaron? And then I just turn around and then leave. Yeah.
You communicate back that he's not there.
Yeah, he's not there.
Yeah.
He went
So
out of there.
yeah. So I guess in the middle of the street, Sim comes around the corner. Me and Yeshua, and I guess you're probably following behind.
Yeah, I'm like just within. I'm trying to catch up just within 50 meters, and I'll use my Senescience to try to see if the warp is disturbed.
So remind me where you're coming from.
I'm coming from behind them. I guess they turned up the other
Okay.
way. I'm like in
Yeah.
between where Jesse is and these guys.
Yeah.
And
Gotcha. Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
you don't
move
feel
until
anything.
he said something into our box.
Yeah, because you tried to compel an NPC to stop them, and it didn't
Yeah.
work. So me and Yeshua kind of hurried up, and then you probably followed fairly close behind.
Yeah, so we'll say, like, all of this kind of occurs at the same time.
Yeah.
And when they see you, like, bolts out of the alley, Simsul,
Yeah.
you see, like, one of their hands go up, like they're activating their Vox.
Oh yeah, I
But you
immediately
don't
shoot
quite
that
hear what
dude.
they say.
I immediately
Okay.
shoot that dude.
All right. Roll awareness for me before you shoot this guy.
Sure.
Your awareness is gonna be like a 0, right?
Probably. I gotta determine where.
What about self-awareness?
-4.
Yep, I've got a 1.
Nice.
No success.
Sweet.
Aw, Davos is dead.
Spend a wrath.
You're gonna shoot Davos instead. We could spend a wrath, or we could. Oh,
I could spend a glory to add a die.
spend a glory to add a die.
Do you think it's worth it?
We could. Can we spend 2 glory to add 2 die to his roll, or is it just?
Yeah,
one?
you can spend N glory.
We
Like,
Spend all 4. Make sure he doesn't shoot a kid.
Or
I mean, they cap out at 6, so
6 glory.
you're almost there.
I mean, so do you want me to spend glory to
I
reroll?
spent
Yeah,
4.
I
think
Spend
so,
all
too.
of
Fuck it,
them.
we haven't used like
No,
any
Wrath to
glory
reroll
in any
glory for
session
more
yet.
dice.
So
Yeah. Add
So
4.
do I have to spend both?
just a.
You can spend. You have to choose how many you want to spend before you do it. Yeah.
Right,
You
but
can't,
like, but
you
no,
can't
like,
trickle add them.
so do I need to spend a wrath to reroll and then glory to add dice to it, or do I just spend glory for a full reroll with however many extra dice?
No, you would keep the
No.
result. If you spent glory, you would keep the result and add 2 more die or however many
Okay.
glory you spent.
Yeah. I will allow you to combo. You can spend wrath, and then add those glory at the end. But no matter what, the glory dice never get to re-rolled.
Dude,
Okay, that's fine. So I will spend one of my wrath to reroll the 1 die that I had, and then how many glory do you want me to spend?
3,
4.
4.
Spend it all.
I'd like
Yeah,
you to
spend
not
it all.
fail this.
Okay, I'm apparently spending all 4 of our glory on this roll.
So 5 die total.
Yep.
No pressure.
I don't know why I'm spending so much for this.
Whatever.
I don't feel like this is that important.
We haven't used glory like at all.
This is a good
Uh,
You got 3? No, 2.
So I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, yeah. So you fail.
Damn.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Hey man, you could have gotten 4 6s.
Yeah.
You got really quiet.
He's away from the mic.
Oh, I got you.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking for the stat block here.
He's looking for how fucked we are.
Yeah, exactly. As Investigator Loxon turns around and his hood comes down.
It's like, hey,
That's
I was
fine. I wanna kill
following
this
you.
guy.
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly.
That's what I'm trying
I
to
have
figure out.
absolutely no
Am
problem
I
with
near the investigator? Or...
Yeah.
I'm around him.
Well, I guess
I don't know
he
where
went
he's
that
at.
way,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, we don't know if maybe he pulled the switcheroo and
That's why I'm using the
yeah,
Sinisi.
that's why. Yeah, we should be able to detect like if you feel him.
Yeah,
feel
if
the
I can
roll.
feel the
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah, you
warp.
should be able to follow him anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't-
you've got tracking on this guy.
if
Yeah.
I stay within 50 meters of him.
So Julian, as the blaster
And then if
bolt
it
is
just
going
walks
on,
away, yeah, and you're
off
like,
from
back this way.
Simpleman, does John's character detect the null in that group of 3?
Not in that group of 3, no.
No, good.
Yeah, so this is one of
Okay,
those
so
things.
I can
I run out of
manipulate
the
the
alley.
warp.
I'm like, hey. They go, huh? I'm like, nope.
Also,
I got something I'd like to do after you work out his epic failure.
I only failed to be aware. I'm gonna shoot like a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
His glorious failure.
I have a feeling that Lex Mechanic Davos is going to be the brunt of your firing.
off topic, but I feel like it's important. You know, Shrek came out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I saw that all over Reddit today.
Yeah.
The heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very good when you go back and look at it now. It looks like my first renditions of anime. It's not
Yeah.
good.
Wow. 20
Okay,
years
cool.
ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so
20 years of
I'm gonna
Shrek.
spend a ruin.
Shrek is
Ooh, you're gonna
Seize
spend
the
a
initiative.
ruin.
To seize the initiative. Uh-oh.
So before you shoot, you're gonna hear Simselman. Do not shoot. Under authority of the Inquisition, and from back down the alleyway, Loxon is yelling at you.
Neat.
Still gonna shoot?
Can I spin around and shoot him instead?
We haven't.
Yeah, you can spin around. We'll go into like regular combat, so you won't be surprised. But sure.
So we get to act first, right? Is that right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Well, you
Go
seize the
ahead.
initiative.
No, he sees the
Well,
initiative.
I wanted to
yell at
seize the
me.
initiative to yell at him before he's shot.
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
I won't seize the initiative again to shoot.
yeah.
Okay.
How stupid do I want to be?
Well,
Get him! Get him!
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna shoot the dude.
Yeah, the guy's racist anyways. Let's
Fuck
fucking
it.
kill this guy.
I'm probably the closest to him, so we're just gonna go up and start shivving him.
well,
Like
you're
he's-
far. You're way away. Like you're.
No, because he came for like he would have to come through me.
You lost him though.
Through
He
me
gave
to
you the
him.
slip.
He gave you the
He gave
slip.
you the slip, and he double backed
Oh.
Jerk.
and came
Yeah.
around the backside of the building.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna.
It's alright.
I'm gonna
We're gonna
like.
be like the road.
I'm gonna use
Congress
my
walking
aim.
into the Caesar and just start stabbing it. I can't take any hits or I'm dead.
Pull all the stops out, guys. At this point.
Well, you are like the furthest away, Jesse.
Yeah, I know.
Let me just write down like everybody who's here. Oh my gosh.
It kind of sucks. There's no real initiative order. I think that's the only drawback I've seen about.
And this is the last episode of Dark.
I'm not
Knitting.
sure about objectives.
How do you all feel about having a spike through your head?
I like the idea of having
For the glory of
objectives,
the God Emperor.
but
You
I
won't
don't
have to
like
worry
that
about
there's.
me.
I like.
No,
I
you're
like
food.
that there are
No,
objectives, but I don't
she's
like that
suicidal if it
you
comes to
get
that.
something
Oh, you
for
explode?
doing it.
No, she's got a
It's
like that-
mercy blade. That
It's
she's
exactly the
just
same
like,
way in D&D where you're like, look, I
You
use
can't
my
take
character
me.
flaw, like, please give me advantage. We just never give advantage in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's. But I just feel like if these were just there and that was my goal all the time, I feel like I would have more fun trying to fit it in than like trying to gain something from it. I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, it's just like it's just like.
That's just a perspective, man. If you
Inspiration
just
in
don't
fighting.
care so much about the reward, then just have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that's
feel
what
like
I
a
do.
wrath
Don't
is
treat
so.
it like a video game, and it won't be one.
I guess.
Mine was to find a piece of machine technology and determine a flaw and a potential improvement. It just hasn't come up, so I didn't force it. I just like the last 3 games I just did.
My
3
objective
games I've
did
rolled
come.
my objective, and 3 fucking games I got fill your lungs with the bolstering him in a time of stress.
That's awesome.
And I'm just not going for it.
Yeah.
I said
Mine
a
did
prayer
come up
instead.
when I called the null. It was a.
I'm trying to
praise
roll it
an
once.
individual's psychic ability or something like that, warp ability. Like on the spot. It's like it doesn't care. I don't care who hears it. Just call them on it. It could have been
I'm
like this random
definitely
person
a
is
little confused by
has
what's
no
going on.
ability.
Just
Like, who
So-
are these fucking people?
So basically, what I think happened.
I'm gonna
is
kill the
that
cops.
The investigator went in, talked to the mechanic, and then he says, "You cronies, take him out and take him to prison or take him to jail." And then
Yeah, so
then
you guys would know, just as a refresher, the Inquisition are like the Gestapo of the Imperium.
SS.
They literally have no restrictions on anywhere they can go.
Yeah, they technically, the Inquisition only answers to the Emperor. He's not particularly chatty right now. So
They do
the
whatever they want.
Inquisition are like, yeah, exactly. They're autonomous from every other branch, and technically no one is allowed to check them. Yeah, and they're super
Aren't
zealous.
you a member of the Inquisition?
Mm-hmm.
So we have an associate of the Inquisition being detained.
Yeah,
by
I can't.
associates
I
of the
can't.
Now, there
Inquisition?
are-
I can't do anything to him though.
There are factions
Yeah.
in the Inquisition. So, as far as like an Inquisitor, you can be like Hereticus, where you're like rooting out heresy. You can be God, what is it called? I forget which one it is, but they're responsible for like handling demonic possessions.
Yeah,
And, like, chaos.
the
Malice.
The
Ordo
exorcism.
Malleus.
yeah.
And then there's Xenos, where you're in charge of persecuting anyone who like fraternizes with Xenos, trades
Yeah.
with them, anything like that. So there is that, and then within each of those, there are different like philosophies, right? So sometimes they do fight.
Okay.
But all that being said, yeah. So these guys, if you defy someone like, especially who's like brandishing an Inquisitor's seal, I forget what they call it. Shit, whatever it's called. It's basically like open season on you. Like they're pretty.
So my shooting this guy is gonna brand me a heretic, and I'm gonna be hunted down for the rest of my life.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not
I
if
mean,
they
like-
all
like some
die and no one
factions-
finds out.
Some factions might be okay with you. Maybe like if this guy turns out to be like a rogue Inquisitor, maybe you only get tortured for like 100 years. No, I'm kidding. Maybe you might get away with it.
We just need the
But,
tool text that says 10,000 bounty removed.
Yeah.
And then also like Inquisitors are like, there are only a few thousand of them in the galaxy. They're like top tier that a human could be outside of power armor. Frequently they're psychers.
Well, we'll see how we fare against him.
Okay, cool. So you're shooting first, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll, and you have your Mind Impulse unit,
Yeah.
which is helping you out.
Right. So I get a +2 to roll.
Yep.
Shoot him.
2 dice plus 2 dice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm just like, would I actually just shoot this guy if he's claiming to be with the Inquisitors, or would I like pull up like what the fuck and like just shoot next to him as a startled kind of thing?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, as like, there's no bigger like authority for most people that they'll ever run into than is the Inquisition.
Right.
I mean, we could play it off
Like
as
like
we thought
legally,
something was
like
kidnapping.
an Inquisitor can come and tell a bunch of Space Marines like, you guys have to follow me and do X, and they have to obey him.
Right.
Yeah.
And he called out, don't shoot in the name of the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I won't shoot this guy.
Shoot him.
I mean, I want to,
Yeah.
but would my character?
Yeah. Ooh, it's what my character would do.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue aiming at the group of 3 guys, and I'm gonna shoot at the ground in front of them. Just as a he's calling out, I'm like, what? And I'm like, I already pulled the trigger, but I'm like, I aimed it down a little bit just out of the startle or whatever. Like to
Yeah,
play it
so,
off like that, but I'm gonna intentionally shoot the ground.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's his name? Davos, like kind of like sags, and the one that was holding his box just continues and like says something else, and then you hear Loxon say, "Stand down."
I go in the voice thing. Guys, we need to find Aaron.
I'll be like, I'll just be like, what the fuck is happening? I was ready to
So
kill
if nobody does
motherfuckers.
anything- If nobody does anything, Loxon will like come up from the alleyway.
Like, I'll probably still keep my gun trained at the group of 3 people, but like, I'll turn and look for Loxon.
Gotcha. So Jesse, you're like kind of out of the scene.
Yep.
And then John, you're a little bit further behind.
Yeah. Catching up to the 3.
I'll say everybody except Jesse, give me awareness rolls.
I'm running out of the building, so I probably don't count either, right?
That is
Okay,
a
yeah. If you're
1
still like coming out of the building,
on my wrath die, because that's the only die that I have.
We did just come from visiting a document forger. Just gonna throw that out there.
Well, you can still shoot him.
It's 3 failures.
So I've got
I got a shock maul.
5 icons.
0.
okay, cool.
3 successes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So John, in front of you, you start to see like people like once the shooting started, a lot of people started to move away, but you see a significant amount of people start to like step forward, and then
Like
Mark, you get a
converge?
better count. Yeah. Like they're moving like in a ring position, like
They're part of the
behind everybody behind these guys. And Mark, out of the corner of your eye, you like see like somebody like behind a window,
Okay.
who's
I'll-
like in a position with a gun.
Yeah, like I'll
John,
kind
you
of,
count 10.
I'll reach out to Yeshua.
I don't notice shit.
I'll reach out to Yeshua and I'll kind of I'll say, stay your sword. We're surrounded. And I heard Loxon like call out in the name of the Inquisition, stop. Because in my mind, I'm on the backside, 3 hooded figures are in the middle, Sim's on the other side, and then Loxon's down an alleyway to the left or whatever. So yeah, I don't know if I'm too far away to hear that or.
Yeah, I'll say you heard it.
Okay. Yeah, like I'll just lower my weapon and maybe call out. We believe these figures were attempting to kidnap the Lex mechanic.
Yeah, so not too far from behind you, you hear a voice say, everyone follow this guitarist's lead, lower your weapons.
I keep mine up.
You this? Oh,
I'm this guitarist,
Simsel is still like coming down the alleyway slowly. You see, not only does he have, what's his deal here? Help me out, game.
It's so easy to remember your name, Kevin, because Yeshua is like Jewish for Joshua, so like it just triggered. Like it's so easy to remember your name. I can't remember anybody
Oh,
else.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
Close enough.
Simsel, out of the corner of your eye, I'll say just because I want to tell you guys, and also because you're like trained soldier.
Yeah.
You can see he's walking down the alleyway with his hand like this, but the fingertip is like pulled back. And
He's
it's
got a
like-
legit finger gun. I'll just be like, he's got the finger gun.
Okay, yeah. So does anybody else?
I run out of the
Lower your
building.
weapons.
What
As
scene
soon as
am
I hear
looking
the
at?
shot, I would come running as well.
and you told us all over the Ross.
Yeah. So
to
you come
stand
running.
Yeah. I said
You
lower your
see
weapons. We're surrounded.
John, who's in between you guys. And at this point, I would say that it's like most of the people have started to clear out. It's fairly obvious who are
stayed?
the prospective combatants.
Do I
and
see
they've,
the
like-
locksmith guy, or what's his name, the investigator guy?
The Lex mechanic.
You don't. No. He's down the alley around the corner of the building.
Okay.
Only Simsel sees him.
And they're converging
And he only
around
sees
all of
Simpson.
us, right? They're just like
Yeah.
in this area. People are coming.
They did
out of the-
converge, and they have now like settled.
Are
into
all
position.
the Inquisition people
And you can
that
see
are
10 so
circling
far.
them? Am I behind them?
You're behind your people, but you're in the kill box.
Sick.
The kill box.
I wanna just kind of like stutter step, like I'm moving forward
professional term.
until I see these guys come out, just to see if one of them like trains a weapon on me or something. Like move
Are you sure
closer
you're trying?
to the.
You're actually trying to get
A reaction.
Yeah, just a
right? You're
reaction.
not trying to be stealthy or anything like that.
No, I'm just trying to see if they train a weapon on me.
You see the two furthest back,
Uh huh.
kind of like shift and look down towards you, and you also catch the glint of like a laser sight on the ground for a second.
Okay,
Nice.
and then I get on the Vox right away, and I was like, guys, just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go and I point at the 3, and I'm like, which one of you is Aaron?
Yeah, so you hear.
That's awesome.
You see a couple of hands like go to their boxes and they're like muttering.
Kill him first. I will lower my gun at the side of the finger gun.
Yeah. So Simsel, he's like, Simsel, tell your friends to be smart.
Well, they're smarter than me. I don't have to tell them.
Yeah!
We're all just gonna have a nice conversation. And as he says this, he's like still just like walking forward.
Yeah.
About the theft of the stasis coffin.
They know.
We all want the same outcome here. I think you know who I work for.
as I get about a
Oh,
quarter,
does he work for her?
a quarter of the
She hired
distance
multiple
away.
people, didn't she?
No, he works for the Inquisition. The
Oh.
Inquisition would be wholly separate from the Archdomina.
Yeah, okay.
As
Go
I
ahead,
get about a
Justin.
quarter of the way, like almost like I've gone 3/4 of the way in the last quarter, and there's still too many people. I just pull out my my bolt pistol and try to like get the rest of those guys gone. So, pop, pop, pop.
Oh no. Nice. Where are you in relation to me?
Behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
If we get into combat.
I don't have any idea what's going
of
on.
Glory.
It's gonna be a blaze of gunfire in our kill box. Is what's gonna happen.
It's the God Emperor's will. It's the God Emperor's will.
Just the
Yeah,
God Emperor
nothing-
rewards stupidity. That's the question.
Nothing goes off, but you hear like a
Or
bunch of checks.
sacrifice.
Like, where was that? Where was that? From the east.
Okay.
Anybody got sight? No. Like, it's pretty obvious what they're talking about here. Like, you can hear them. Like, previously they've been kind of muttering into their boxes,
Yeah.
but here they're like a lot louder.
Okay.
Can
and
I
just
make
communicating
one of
where they heard the
the?
sound from?
Can I make one of the edge, Imperiums or whatever?
Inquisitors.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
One of the. Well, they're not all Inquisitors.
Never mind. I can't make them
No, no,
auto
no.
fail. I can only make them auto succeed. Never mind.
So this
Well,
is
yes, you can help them.
Outside of our specific employer, this is the first time anyone specifically said stasis coffin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be like, so if you know about the thing, and you know we know about the thing, where does that put us?
It's a good question. Let me read this bit.
How close am I?
Because
to
you
any
aren't
of
supposed to
these-
know that we know, and we didn't know that you know that we knew.
How do you know that I know that you know that we know that you know?
That
Dude,
who's
they
on
know
first?
you
What do
have
you
a-
know that we know that we don't know that you know?
They know all things.
How close is this surrounding gang to the perimeter? Like, are they within compel range?
Isn't it 5 meters?
Yeah.
You can always walk up next to one and be like, "Hey, man, shoot!"
I
that
don't
guy."
want to move with a laser trained on me. And wounds.
It's just a laser. You can outrun a laser.
Yeah.
My defense is.
Compel
It's
the-
just a
compel the
light.
laser.
Well, your defense is better than mine.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think everyone's
My
defense is better than his.
My resilience, base, and armor is 4, and armor is 0.
Oh jeez. I have 10 resilience total.
5,
Yeah, you're like cranked to the max.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm easy to hit, but I'm super tough.
0.
Yeah, so I think Loxon gave you guys his Vox number,
Yeah.
and he's like, Simsel, look, maybe we don't want to be yelling this out loud. Okay, why don't you hop on Vox, and let's
Who's
make a deal.
Vox?
Okay, so I get on the box. I'm like, if you know about the thing, and we know about the thing, what? Because I haven't ever actually said the thing. I've just been saying the thing.
Got it. Yeah, he's like, look, my employers are the ones who asked the Archdomina to safeguard the coffin. They are very concerned about its safety. That being said, if it returns, if it winds up safe, I think everybody's happy. And I don't have to add another tempestuous scion to the growing pile of dead bodies.
They're unhappy about the Archdomina losing it.
So
No, they've been independently hired to return the stasis coffin to the Archdomina. So
Not quite.
no,
So the
They're going
So,
over our head.
I'm just saying, like, from the first, it's been so long since the first session,
Yeah.
maybe some things got lost in translation. But the Archdomina was asked to hold something by someone. She refused to say by who. This guy is saying that that someone was an inquisitorial agent, and she was asked to hold the stasis coffin.
okay.
They have like gotten some word that it may have been missing, And so since it's technically their property, they've dispatched their agents to verify if it's missing.
And then get it back.
Exactly.
We need to find out what
Okay.
they plan to do.
So I'll just be like, so if we all want the same thing, point me and my gun at who you want to shoot, and we'll get this done.
This is their property and they're searching for it. Why do they even need us? Obviously, they don't.
Well,
the
right.
dominant.
They don't,
needs us.
but I want to shoot people.
So the Domina was trying to keep it secret, but evidently the person that put her in charge of this coffin,
Already knows.
Yeah,
She's afraid
So
of
we
that.
are unnecessary now. Because
Yes.
the secret is out.
Basically.
So we don't even need to look at for this thing anymore. Our job is dead. We'll be lucky if she's not in Inquisition cell soon.
We'll be lucky if we're not in an Inquisition
Yes.
cells too.
Yeah, it's
Are you seeing us
Don't
over the
fail
Vox?
the Inquisition.
we're not saying this. Yeah, I don't know.
so. Is it at this point? Are we trying to figure out what kind of danger the Archdomina's in because she's our contractor?
No.
Oh, no.
Kevin's like, fuck the Archdomina.
Yeah. Fuck her. Do you need someone to kill her? We could do that.
Right,
Tell her we have the coffin.
I just asked the dude, who do you want me to shoot? Because I'll just shoot people. I want to shoot
Yeah.
people.
So what? Yeah. I mean, so what do they want to do moving forward at this point?
So like, you
Why
can
they
tell he's like
reveal
very
themselves?
exasperated at this point. He's like, I don't want you to shoot anyone.
Don't you want me to
want
shoot
the
the people that
stasis
took the
coffin.
thing?
To be safe.
Right, but people
I
took
don't
the
care.
thing. You want me to shoot the people that took the thing, right? Then it will be safe?
It's fine. If that's how you get it back, the important thing is to get it back.
Cool, same sides.
Why would they involve us at this point? Why can't they do this on their own?
I mean, they probably can.
More
Again,
eyes.
I just want to shoot things.
They don't want the dominant to know that they're coming.
I don't know. At this point, I've put my gun down.
Okay.
Well, I'm still holding it because I never stop holding it, but I'm just...
It's at the rest position.
Yeah.
According to you, it's put away.
Yeah. It's as put away as it gets.
His finger's no longer on the
Yeah,
trigger.
exactly. It's on the side now.
Gotcha.
Safety's
So-
not quite on.
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite odd, yeah.
You guys are using safety?
He's like, I took that out a long time ago. Way later weapon.
That was the
now.
first mod.
So he's like, good job, soldier. Here's what we're gonna do. The the Lex mechanic is guilty of accepting bribes. We're gonna go peel the skin off his back. You're gonna go
Is that a jealousy
into the
kind
space
of-
elevator,
Mhm.
find the hardwares, and secure the stasis coffin.
Do you have?
That's all we wanted in the first place. Why didn't you say so?
Do you have permit slips for us so we can get in?
I go,
Uh,
you were taking
so-
bribes?
So you like come forward.
At this
son of a
everybody
At
you
this
guys
point,
can all like.
at this point, I run up because like the only person I think that we're
I
going
just
to.
shot when Michael was
I haven't
saying-
heard any of this going on, but I run straight up to the Inquisitor. Are we shooting this guy?
No.
I
Gun
just
down, gun
started
down.
saying Michael. That was funny.
You were taking bribes.
How dare you? You were my best friend.
Heretic.
You think you can trust people in this town? Jesus.
Go ahead, take a wrap by that. Yeah. So he says that he'll have the Lex mechanic work up passes for all of you. What he had actually done was prior to taking the Lex mechanic into custody was actually place a lock so that nothing was going to be able to travel for the next 48 hours into the port.
Space elevator.
Yeah, exactly. The space elevator.
But now we get to go in because we're awesome and we're gonna go kill everybody.
Well, so I'll ask the Inquisitor. I'll be like, do you believe it's at the hardware's hideout, or do you believe it's made it through to the base of the elevator?
I know that he gave them passes in. I don't know if it is in a staging area or if they've already taken the shuttle up. those records were incomplete.
Okay.
Oh man, we're gonna
Yeah.
ride the
Ton of
space
hardware's
elevator,
been
you
killed,
guys.
right?
We're gonna have a
Huh?
fight
Ton of
on
the
the
hardware's
space
been
elevator.
killed
This is gonna be
thus
so
far,
cool.
haven't
Gonna kick people off.
The what again?
A ton of the hardware's members have been
No,
killed.
the
haven't
gearheads are the ones we wiped out. The hardwares were a
they?
different.
We wiped the gears. The
Yeah,
gearheads out?
Yes.
we wiped the gearheads.
Me and Michael
out.
are now the
Who's
sole
in the
members of the
temple?
Gearheads.
You guys can join.
I believe-
Okay, so you guys, everybody,
the
you guys have fought. You exited the temple, got into an argument with the schizo. I can't remember how the fight started,
Uh-huh.
but you killed
We
a bunch of
went into
Skitars.
the we went into an alley looking for somebody, following somebody, and then we got ambushed.
Yeah, we
That was later. Yeah. You guys were trying to be like cunning and see like, oh, are there any like gangers around? And you followed one and went down an alley and you got
That's-
ambushed.
Yep.
And those were the gearheads.
Yep.
And you guys wiped them out. And then you met Loxon. You went to tune up. And then you killed a bunch of people at tune up, including the doctor who was doing nothing except giving medical attention. And now you're here.
Obviously, he was
mission.
he was dealing in illegal back alley enhancements
Yeah, he was
and is
part of
guilty
the-
of heresy.
Not sure how well versed you are in Balaxian law to determine whether or not that was legal.
The
But
investigators.
if that were the case, that would put you in possession of illegal osmetics.
I confiscated it.
Well, we're gangsters. Fuck, we don't care.
The investigator's the one that sent us after the hardwares, though, right?
No.
He told you guys about the tune-ups.
He told
Or
us
the
about the
tune-up,
tune-up.
as
We
it
went
was.
to tune-up and heard about the hardwares.
Okay.
That they had a big score that they were trying to get off planet. That's what led us here. So
I'm trying to see if he's not setting us up to frame us as
Now, where did the wing
like
nuts
a
come
hardwares.
into
We
play?
don't
here?
even.
Exactly.
We've never even seen a hardwares person, right?
yeah.
So I'm just
No,
trying
we
to make
have.
sure.
We saw one, I think, leave the tune-up place.
Okay.
And where do the lock washers come in? That's what I want.
Just
You
trying
just
to make
made
sure
up a
he's not
gang
trying to
name.
frame us.
It's not real.
You know, like we go look for this thing, we find it. There's no hardwares around.
Yeah.
They come in, say, "Hardwares, stop."
Yeah.
They could
And we get
they could just
branded.
arrest us right now and say we stole it.
Yeah, they could do
this,
whatever they
the
want.
setup at this point would be unnecessary.
Yeah.
Also, you're showing a lot of lack of faith in the God Emperor's will.
This was out of character. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
figure stuff out. So I can make a decision.
Yeah. So I think we'll.
You're talking a lot of heresy for someone in Crozius range or chainsword range.
So I'll talk to the investigator and I'll say, yes, immediately. Sorry for the misunderstanding. We believe that someone was trying to kidnap the Lex mechanic. We didn't realize it was you hauling him away for questioning.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
I go over to Mark. I'm like, did we find out?
But that's true. Why would you roll deception? That is literally what we thought was happening.
We thought that. No, I think we knew that the investigator's goons were hauling.
Well, we're not lying.
We didn't know the situation of why.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was an inquisitor.
It's
get
a
some
It's
partial
not like we
lie.
knew what he
Wanna
was
get some
doing
drugs.
was above board. We
Yeah,
thought
we didn't know he was
Oh,
taking
yeah.
bribes.
Investigator was being
Low stakes.
suspicious.
Yeah.
So we thought, we didn't know why.
Yeah. Okay.
It could have been because he was in on the theft, not
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
higher than us on the food chain.
Okay.
So what you wanted to tell him? Yeah, you don't have to roll deception for that. He doesn't actually care what the mishap is.
Yeah.
He cares about getting his box back.
Nice.
Okay, and I'll say we will retrieve this, and return it to the Archdomina.
I'll be in contact. And he and his guys all start to move out with the Lex mechanic.
Okay.
Well, that explains why he had such good mods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of like trying to drop a lot of hints.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obvious he wasn't what he seemed to be, just a beat cop.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going the other way.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little off with it.
And
So,
he's
yeah.
like, we're doing something even more nefarious somehow. But
Yeah.
nope.
Still think
Makes
he
sense
is.
in-
Yeah, like as
Inquisitor
he's
would
leaving,
know.
I'll just be like, this is why secrets are bad. We should just tell everyone what's happening. Soldiers follow orders. Just you need the orders to follow.
That's what I'm saying. What is up with everyone?
All right.
And And if at this point we know he's an Inquisitor now, I know he was kind of pulling my chain about not knowing anything about gnolls.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think he was
The
chosen to be a
Inquisition
high-level
actually
Inquisitor
frequently
because
employs
he's a
gnolls.
Gnoll.
Yeah.
While they hunt psychers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because can you imagine like, yeah, if you're like a sniper and this guy shows up and your gun stops working, like you know the terror that would run through you, like.
Yeah, so this guy is not a full-fledged Inquisitor. He is an acolyte, though, and frequently acolytes are granted the authority to use their Inquisitors, like, it's the Rosarius, but basically it's like the full authority of an Inquisitor.
Right.
They just don't necessarily have, like, the hundreds of years of
Right.
experience.
He's an
that
X-Men
Inquisitor has.
trainee, but he can say that he's an X-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
And he's definitely
It's an
not a
intern.
fan of mine.
Inquisition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are certain sects of the Inquisition who believe that all psychers are dangerous, even though the Inquisition sometimes uses psychers.
Yeah.
This guy judged me based on my clothes.
I could
and
be an enemy.
past crimes.
I could be
Legend.
an enemy or a means to an end.
I mean,
Wait,
dear
what'd you say, John?
God.
He only sees me as an enemy or a means to an end.
Yeah,
a
so with
tool,
you,
yeah.
it's probably closer to the latter,
Yeah.
the means to an end. But there are like Inquisitors who like, if there's no one necessarily protecting the psyker,
Yeah.
they're gonna take him to make him repent.
You're a sanctioned psyker, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
even though they're sanctioned, there's still a lot of like
They're an abomination.
they're biased against them. They're
Yeah.
like they're a useful tool, but they're basically waiting for the chance of them to turn so they can kill them. Right.
Nice.
Well, keep him
Yeah,
close,
exactly.
and they feed
Yeah.
him to the
Well, I think he liked me.
the Emperor God.
I'll put in a good word.
Okay.
That's a super big secret. But yes, Jesse.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so I guess we
Space elevator.
head towards the space.
Space
elevator.
Space elevator. Space elevator.
Space
Space elevator.
elevator.
Space elevator.
Space elevator. We want to
We're gonna
battle
elevate
on
into
the
some
space
space.
elevator.
Club
Well,
going
it's
I
up
want to kick,
elevating.
on
Yeah.
a Tuesday.
kick somebody off, and it's probably going to be Dan. Bye, Chip.
Elevator boss music from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
In my
yeah.
head.
Teach a man the controls to an airplane, he flies for a day. Push a man out, he flies for the rest of his life.
Very true.
That's a good one.
Accurate.
I've heard the same thing about a fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So you guys go through the checkpoint. You tell them that your reservation should be under the Lex Mechanic Davos's
Domina.
entry.
Dick butt.
Davos, yeah.
Lexi.
And then describe.
Did you say space unicorn?
That's how we're gonna fly through the stars.
I can show
I'm gonna hitch her a ride on a Nyan cat.
Yeah. So the Inquisitor also told you guys that he booked you guys a specific write up
Funny.
if necessary. So it's basically exactly like an airport. Like you have to be on a specific flight. So he booked you guys, for like the 12:30 to LA or whatever, right?
Okay. But did he say that so passengers can go up and down, but no
So we're going to the going pretty far out of the system.
no
We're not bringing any luggage.
boxes
That's
or-
interesting.
So it's basically like he's shut down access to the port, so no new people can come in.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
whoever's
But
already
you
there.
guys are like specially flagged to allowed to come in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So that space elevator's still working. It's still hauling people and equipment up and down. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically like they close down the customs checkpoint,
Gotcha.
but the airport's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
open.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
One way for anybody
and
at either
just to
terminal.
clarify, there is like only one destination possible. It's not like he booked you guys to a random destination.
Yeah.
It's just being flippant.
I don't really
ahead,
like flying or space or traveling. I don't know if this is a bad time to bring that up.
Well, you can stay.
Heresy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can always trade you out for
Yep.
Chip.
Go ahead, John.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys head in. And even though like presumably traffic should be a little bit less as this place just got shut down, like no new people are coming in.
Yeah.
It's still like it reminds you a lot of the factory. Like one misstep, and you're just gonna get crushed by like giant cranes and like stuff swings everything around. It's basically like being on a completely unregulated dockyard.
Okay.
As stuff gets strapped to the top of these like boxes built around the rails. Like big cargo containers are getting strapped onto the top of that, and people are like boarding into the interior of those boxes. So the way I'm thinking about it, it's basically like a box with like a hole through the middle, and that's where the rail is running.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's some like ancillary cables on either side to keep the thing from spinning like a top.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
So
The vomit comet.
So
And
do we
Go
have
ahead,
any
Josh.
lead? Like, how big? Like, is this like we walk in and we're like, oh shit, there's boxes everywhere. How are we ever gonna find this place?
Yeah, like what's the size, like
or is
the
there
radial
like a-
size of this?
Or is there like a central place where all the like large containers are stored that we can go to?
Have we tried having a really good awareness check?
How about this? How about this? I just walk up.
departing, like,
I have a plan.
How about
Yeah.
this? I just walk up and demand entry.
Well, no, we
we
got
already
in
had
already.
you're,
it.
you're
Right.
already injured.
We're,
Oh,
now
are you?
we're just looking
You guys
for
got your
either
boarding pass.
A,
You checked in.
the red arm douche fucks.
I
or
demand
B,
entry.
Yeah, ask around.
box.
Did you see people with a third red arm wander through here? And also,
Yeah.
if there's a directory of departures, anything suspicious since it's supposed to be in lockdown, nothing should be leaving, right? So does it look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
something leaving, even though it's supposed to be locked down?
There's nothing leaving. However, when you ask him about have you seen anybody with red arms, he says, well, he gets like visibly nervous.
Compel him.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, he's gonna give it to you anyway.
I was gonna say I can
he's gonna
compel
say
him with
yes.
a gun barrel in
There's
his
been
mouth.
several-
He says what?
there have been several of I don't know what he would call them, like unscrupulous people with red arms, but they had all of the proper paperwork.
Yeah, I don't care,
showed
where are
up in
they?
the system exactly just fine.
Point.
Where are they
Um,
stored? Yeah.
Where are they
They,
going?
well, some did just come in, but the majority of them I haven't seen them in several hours.
Okay.
Just send us on the way, man.
Yeah. Point us. All right.
Which way?
Which way did the last group go?
I'm not sure. Maybe you should check with the gate attendant.
Which way?
It points towards like the entrance where people are boarding onto the passenger area
Oh, okay.
of the space elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, just head over there. I see anybody with red arms?
Oh yeah, so you come up to the gate attendant. You don't see anybody with red arms
Okay.
out.
Can I do like
and-
Can I do
Red
like
arms.
like spread out my devotees and try to like do like like an expanded or an awareness check or perception check, an advantage or something like that, like to spread out to see if we can find them.
Just give me a regular awareness check. Kevin, you come up to the
Do I compel
the gate,
or not?
and the attendant asks for your
Do it.
reservation.
Low
And you give them the
stakes.
info, and they look it up, and they say like, "Oh no, you're actually on the next elevator. You'll have to wait
We're going on the
approximately an hour and a half."
Oh god.
I mean, you can if you want to. Like to get in here, he like booked you guys a pass,
Yeah.
and figured you might have to go up there.
Yeah. Do we ask the dude about red arms?
He asked the attendant about red arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
They say, "Well, I'm not allowed to." I don't really. Feel
I
like
ask
should
again
discuss-
about red arms.
No, I think we say we've been hired by what the
Oh, is it, can
The
we
Inquisition.
start? I would say, can we start throwing around the fucking
Yeah,
Inquisition
yeah,
name?
I'm
Yeah,
already name
fuck it.
drop that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You
We've
can
been
do
hired
anything you want.
by the Inquisition investigator Loxon himself to
We're really hired, appointed. They're not gonna pay us.
Right.
No,
We are the current arm of the Inquisition that
We
is
are.
investigating this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the power and authority vested in us by the Inquisition, you will tell us or be found guilty of heresy and murdered right now.
Show them your Inquisitor badge.
Yeah.
I could just compel him to tell us.
This is more fun, though.
I flip open a wallet real quick, like I'm showing my badge, and I flip it back.
Okay.
And I just throw my
one
mace
second.
around my shoulder.
You fumble a little bit, and the little pages flip through of all the badges that you
All my-
Sheriff of Nottingham.
all my different
Police-
gang badges come out. Like,
Oh crap!
Jesus.
Wrong badge. 1 second.
Who am I today?
Your 27 Jason Bourne passports.
Yeah, exactly.
I am Inquisition from Kentucky.
Okay. The gate attendant says yes. I've seen a few passengers who have that, but I don't know anything about
A few?
any
How
kind
many?
of heresy.
Show me your arms!
54th.
All 3 of them. No.
They hold up both arms.
Yeah, I'll
How many balls do you have?
I'll make a calming motion and I'll say, "Listen, we just want to know where they went. Can you point us in the right direction?"
They're ready to launch.
Stop the launch.
I will compel him
I
to
can't
stop
stop
that launch.
the launch.
Or to get us access to that launch.
Yeah.
Change our travel
launching.
information to get us on there.
Oh,
It's launching, and you start to see like the rockets fire.
Yeah. Where is lunch? Tell me.
What's for lunch?
why do people keep talking about lunch?
Who's Aaron?
How
could my best friend betray me?
I kind of, I'll say, you need to change our tickets to the next available uplift.
It is the next available.
Oh, so the one we're on is the next available?
Yeah.
How
Which
far
is
The
how
one
long-
we
You
want
guys- you guys
is
just
currently
missed this
lifting
one.
off, and we're the next
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
How big of a lead time
When
is
is the
there?
next one going up? Yeah.
She said about an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Holy
And how long is the
What they
ride?
said. That's a good question.
So we'll be an hour and a half.
I mean, space elevators are pretty fast.
No.
Let's say like
Why are
probably
we
30
freaking
minutes.
out? We could probably get lunch in an hour and a half.
It's not wrong.
I'm just,
You
just
guys
saying,
could-
the
I mean,
restaurants
we
behind
could
the
use-
checkpoints
We could
are
use.
horrible.
We could use a regroup.
Yes, but we can say we're Inquisitors to get our meal for free.
All travel outside of the endpoint is barred too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys probably are able to leave. You didn't ask. But
I mean-
nobody is currently able to leave. at the
Whichever
moment,
end is
yeah.
up, that end is barred from leaving or entering as well, right?
No.
Oh, so once they get out, they can go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the.
He's locked
what
down
do you call it?
the
Orbital
planet-based
platform.
portion, but the
So how come they're on an elevator going up? I thought, aren't they locked down? What's up with
no,
They got
he said that
No one else can
no
come
one
in,
can come into the.
but whoever's
area.
already there can still use the elevator.
Yeah, he
And
could.
once
He didn't
they're
have the
up, they-
authority to
Security
shut down
security
the
checkpoint is closed, but the flights are still going.
Yeah.
Okay, can they stop? Is there an emergency stop for the launch that they're on right now? Can we stop it?
Ooh, that would be a
remotely?
good question. To see if we can stop them midway and then just go up.
Yeah.
There's no emergency stop.
Why not? That's stupid.
Have you
I
ever
shoot one of the
tried?
engines.
You fire at it.
Yeah!
No, no,
Yeah!
no.
Yeah!
We don't have a big enough fucking tech to stop that fucking.
That's fine, I shoot at it anyways.
Here comes the Inquisitor. What?
Right? It's lifting off now, bullshit!
That's like
Whatever
firing
the-
on a
whatever the
passenger
version of it.
airplane.
I apologize. My friend is so impulsive. He just says whatever, does whatever.
I am an acting arm of the Inquisition. I am above reproach.
The fucking investigator's getting an update right now. He's like, they did what? Why did we send those idiots?
They name dropped me? Oh god. I'm gonna have to put this on my report.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
think I
okay,
needed
yeah,
to
you
tell
shoot
them to be quiet.
at the platform. It has no effect.
Yeah.
Besides several combat servitors activate and begin to move towards your position.
I don't know this guy. I'll just go sit in my chair and wait for the next flight.
I point at the douchebag behind the counter. He did it. It was him. Show him your badge.
These are what the combat servitors look like.
Oh, sick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like somebody took Iron Man and like those the mechs from Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I throw my
Power
pistol at the
Yeah,
guy
power
in the
armor.
arm, like in front of me.
Like just at some random guy, like, oh, that he's got a gun.
He's got it. Yeah, he did it.
I pointed to Chip.
Planting gun outside.
I point to Chip. It was
He
him.
also has some weed on him.
No, not the weed. The coke. The coke.
Yeah.
We keep the weed.
Oh yeah.
You guys have
I've been asking about that all day.
He like leans over to me. He's like, "Can you do that null thing again?"
Yeah, so Mark, you hear
Can you compel him?
these
the guy
servitors
with
are
the
like
gun at,
chatting
to,
in binary,
say he
like
did
To
it?
pick it up. Yeah.
shots fired, and they mention your rifle
Some.
since it's quite distinctive.
Yeah. I'll walk up to them and speak to them in binary and say,
11001.
yeah, 10001010111, which roughly translate accidental misfire.
Negligent
Idiot.
discharge.
Yeah, negligent discharge. Yeah.
So they're basically like walking turrets. So they say command received, provide authorization.
Right authorization.
I feel a Han Solo moment coming up.
Yeah. Boring conversation anyway. Luke, we're gonna have company. No.
Say we're straight
We're
up
all
from the
fine
Inquisition.
here now.
How are
Say-
you?
Locksmith. Professor Lockhart
Yeah.
told us specifically that we were in charge when we came up here,
I'll
okay?
say we're operating under the command of High Inquisitor Loxon, and if I saw his badge number or whatever, I'd read off his badge number maybe. If I have that.
We're not aware of any High Inquisitor Loxon request denied.
I'll just kind of gesture. Step out of the way.
Yeah, they proceed towards you, Lent Sensel, and they say, "Weapons down. You are under arrest."
The hell I am.
It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see.
I'm like, man, these guys probably need a break. I should probably like make it so that they have a break in between like having to be on space elevator. Like they're not in the same space elevator as the enemies.
Oh,
You
give
guys
him
are
a
like,
give him
"Fuck
a
that.
long rest.
Let's just get in the fight.
Yeah, instead, we're just gonna fight until we get
This is our long rest.
I'm gonna take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit to the side and watch this.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
I came here tonight to drink beer and kill bad guys, and I'm all out of beer.
I'm all out of bad
They're not
guys.
bad guys.
Oh wait, hold on.
No bad guys. So you gonna commit suicide right now?
Now I'm all out of beer.
They're just like local security.
Yeah.
And you fired on a passenger airliner.
We needed to stop it. You said there's no emergency stop. I'm gonna shoot the engine.
But there's no way your little gun is gonna be enough to take that.
Okay,
engine.
hold. Little gun?
Yeah, little gun.
I know it's
You're
not
a
a
little man.
I'll compel him right now. I'm gonna compel him right now to admit that his gun, yeah, it is little.
What do I have to roll?
Let me find it.
What do I roll?
It's like that Freudian slip. Like, oh shit. I didn't mean to say that.
It's a DN5 for me, so I got to roll a 6 since I'm wounded, right?
Yes. Oh no, it's DN5 for him. Yours is a psychic mastery. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
6. Yes. Roll
So
6.
what do I roll?
There we go.
You have to roll willpower if he doesn't summon a demon.
Okay.
Do you get a
Can I try and
did.
do it?
He got a 1 on his wrath.
Are you shooting the officer? Is
Wrath
that the
table.
plan?
Wrath table.
How many are there? Just one? Or like 20 coming up on us?
So I got.
There's like 5 in the immediate vicinity.
Oh, you didn't say there was that many.
You said there was a
5 and
circle.
6s are 2 success, right?
Wait, no, this is a
5 and
security guard.
6s or 2
Just
success?
6s or 2
Just
successes.
6s.
I thought there was like
5s and 4s are
2.
1.
Wow.
They're combat servitors. They just
Beats
stick
it
them in
with
places like
everything else.
Probably.
like
I don't know.
turrets.
How many do you get?
I got
It's
6
support.
successes. 6
Yeah, 6
successes
success.
and a 1 on the wrath die.
Yeah, so you succeed. Roll for the perils.
Okay. Now I gotta find the
Peril?
dang perils again.
Okay, and then I just roll straight willpower.
Yes, you roll willpower.
DN5.
Perils, yeah, roll like 1d, and that's the 6th place. And
Oh,
then
right.
roll the other d6, and that's the ones.
Oh yeah, you got the table up because I'm working off of a cell phone here.
If they're shooting and stuff, can I just leave? Can I just start walking away?
Yeah, you don't have to fight with
Yeah.
Simsol.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm not fighting.
No one's shooting yet.
I'm not going to jail.
I'm having a hard time finding a reason my character would support you on this.
There's no reason for anyone to support me on this.
Yeah, I'm already walking. The second they started coming, like, I just leave.
Yeah, I tried to interact with them when they said denied. I said, and I walked and went and sat down in my chair.
And I'm like over here in the back just going.
What'd your perils roll?
It's 15.
Summon demons.
Summon demon.
A
Summon
clammy
demon.
mist rolls up from the ground, surrounding you in a 25-meter radius. The mist obscures vision and distorts sound with weird echoes for 1 round.
Maybe you can run away. How's your
All
stealth?
tests made inside that mist that rely on sight or hearing are made at +2d.
I've actually got really good stealth.
You also have like thermal goggles.
Oh, yeah.
So there's
you
like
can
a
see
fog
them, but
cloud
they can't
around
see
us?
you.
Unless they have
Yeah,
thermal
it's
guns.
you cast fog cloud.
Yeah, we just walk
Okay,
away.
and those guys they can't hear our vox, right?
No.
No.
Okay, so
Vox is like
I'll
private
take that
comms
peril
radios.
and immediately I say, get the fuck out of here. Regroup at unknown location.
Yeah.
Wait, he's got to say he's got a little gun first. He lost.
Yeah, that's
I rolled 2 successes to not say I have a little gun.
I think you failed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I failed.
You know what they say about little guns?
Shoot
little bullets.
A lot of bullets.
They empty magazines really easily.
You actually.
Really quickly, their magazine.
Wait. He's gonna say I succeed.
No.
It's DN4.
Ah.
And you have a +1 because you're wounded. Oh no, you're not wounded.
No.
So it's just a 4 for you, but you still fail.
Doesn't he have some kind of permanent injury or something?
No, you got that fixed.
Okay.
Mark
Yeah.
That was
hooked it
only
up.
before. he
Yeah.
got
Until I got my eye fixed,
Yeah.
it was fucked. Okay. I'm gonna use his fog cloud that he summoned to run.
Okay.
But he still has to
They
say
do
it.
not have any kind of thermal vision.
When you run away, I'm all pissed because I was about to be head of the gang.
Yeah, I'll guard you.
Be like, fine.
This is my chance.
Moving on.
They don't have any kind of thermal vision, so yeah, you successfully get away. By the time the fog cloud dissipates,
Hell yeah!
you're nowhere to be seen.
It's all coming up, Simselman.
Just gotta be careful getting on the next elevator.
You guys have a little bit less than an hour and a half.
Can we take a rest of some kind?
Yeah,
That's a good-
explain the mechanics of
Yeah,
this.
is there a shawarma shop nearby?
I could go for some donair.
I would like to.
Falafel all
I was-
day.
I was trying to think of the space version of a Starbucks, but it kind of fits.
Is there like
It's
a
just
duty
bucks.
free
No,
shop
it's
where
just
we can
bucks.
get? Is there like a duty free
Starbucks,
shop
but
where
it's a
we can get a
picture of
replica
Starbucks
Inquisitor
with Battlestar
cloak and put it on
Awesome.
Simselsen and tell him to just keep quiet?
Starbucks coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Because obviously we're
starting
gonna have to
like
hide his
that.
identity now.
Absolutely not. I am now
I'm Starbuck, and I approve
a,
this
an
message.
appendage of the hand of the
Which
Inquisition.
You're the middle finger of the Inquisition.
Hell yes, I am.
The company was founded by the old one, but the new one is his granddaughter that runs it now.
Yeah.
Like Wendy's.
What's that?
That's
Oh, yeah,
where
and
she went when she disappeared.
I have completely 100% bought in that I now am part of the Inquisition because we're working for one Inquisitor.
No.
Not even.
It's like, did you know he was with the Inquisition the entire time? How long have you been double teaming us?
Okay, so you guys can do what's called a regroup.
Okay. Different need to regroup.
Takes an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
We have that.
Good time. to
Affords
read.
you time to check ammo, tend injuries, assess the current situation, discuss tactics, and quickly grab something to eat and drink.
Lunch.
If you have a Medicaid rating, you can heal a single character during a regroup. They regain wounds equal to your Medicaid dice pool.
Okay.
So, does anybody have a Medicaid rating?
I
have
do.
a 1.
3.
So I have a 1 because of my
Wait, what's your
intelligence,
rating?
but I don't actually have a specific Medicaid.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
like
so
that.
on the
the rating. there's like a rating.
Yeah, it goes Medicaid, then your plus your intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
not have a rating.
Where is?
So
where
then
would
no,
that be?
I don't.
I have a
It's
2
the
for my
second.
Medicaid rating.
So,
I said Medicaid
based
from
on
Jesse,
your
you said you had a 1?
and
So
then
did
your
I.
rating. So your Medicaid.
Jesse, you said you had a 1?
I have a
Except
1,
for
but that's with
value
my
is one.
intelligence.
So your rating.
But I have
okay.
0, yeah.
I'm sorry, your rating is 1.
So I have a 5 total, but my rating is 2. So I'm gonna heal myself for 2 because I have 2 wounds. So that gets me.
Yeah, so you can heal 2 wounds.
Yeah.
And then
So I
Michael.
kind of fiddle around with my, heal up.
I can do Martyr's Tears, but that's just going to kill me, so.
Michael, did you have a rating?
Oh,
I've got a 1, but I'm not hurt and don't feel like healing anyone.
I swear I had 4 wounds at the last.
Yeah, I know I
Yeah,
still have 4 wounds.
I have 4 wounds and 3 shock, but I have a thing. I can read the rules of Sororitas as part of a regroup to recover 1d3 shock.
Nice. Cool.
What's the difference between shock and wounds?
Shock isn't quite a wound, and wound means you're wounded, and you get +1 difficulty to everything.
So I have 4 out of 8 wound and only
Yeah, so
1
anytime you
shock.
get hurt, you can try and soak it with shock instead. And then you can just like take those wounds as shock damage instead.
Is there
but
any
if you
way I can
bleed
move
over
my-
into real damage?
Is there any way I
It's
can
bad.
move my wounds into my shock?
It's
I can
like
heal
when
my
you
shock.
when you get hurt and you laugh, or you get hurt and you cry. There's
Yes.
a difference
Yeah.
Yes.
between those two things. Okay.
One's
Oh
like
yeah,
stubbing your
so
toe.
you guys are able to find.
The other one's, a sucking
Cutting
chest
your
wound.
toe off.
You guys are able to find like a. What do you call it? Like a food cart, basically.
Nice.
Mark, they have like a little like cable that you can attach, and it pumps in like some fresh oil.
What is your name?
This oil bath is going to feel so good.
To the food cart person, what's their name?
I don't food cart person.
Jeffrey
It's
Jefferson.
a servitor. They're just like food cart vendor 1748.
Where's Aaron?
A servitor is like a
Where's
basically
Aaron?
like a machine.
I'm
With, like, a
Bill.
little bit of
This
flesh.
is Tab.
Yeah, so you guys rest. Takes about an hour. The shuttle has returned, and they're now boarding for your flight.
Cool. Can we kick off everyone except us?
No.
What if we invoke the Inquisition?
There are like hundreds of people on this thing.
Okay.
They asked to see. They asked to see the Rosarius.
Ah.
I show him mine.
You have a Crozius.
No, I have a Rosarius.
You might have a Rosarius, but it's not Inquisitorial Rosarius.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, it might be. I mean, I'm looking right now.
They're raising Cain, and I just sit down in my seat and Buckle in. Pull out the what is it? The,
Cross your legs.
yeah, pull out the Sudoku. Inflate my.
It's
neck
just
pillow.
armor.
Fine, we'll ride with all the plebs.
Give me an awareness check as you guys go to board.
Everybody,
Like
or
everybody in the
just-
group. Yeah.
Woo!
Got 3 successes, all 5.
2 successes and a 1 on my wrath die.
Same.
3 successes for me.
I have 5 successes.
Whoa!
Damn, you
2
are
6s
aware.
and a 4.
I
Did
have
anybody else get 4?
1 success. Because I have 1 die.
I have 5.
Okay, cool.
I'm awareness.
Yeah, you see a bunch of hardwares like arguing at the checkpoint that you guys came through,
Nice.
but they're not being let in.
Nice. Wait, behind
You see,
me?
like,
Yeah.
No,
like,
let him in.
so you guys came through a checkpoint,
Mm-hmm.
Elevator fight.
and now an hour later, you see a bunch of hardwares who are arguing at the checkpoint but are not allowed to come in.
Okay, good. It means the ones that are already ahead aren't leaving yet. They're waiting for more guys to join up with them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Can I
Do
can't
they-
go back to that area?
You can.
See if they have the box.
Can I try and like just casually walk back and see what they're saying when they're arguing with the people or whatever?
Yeah, so
Would I notice them?
it's 4 hardwares, and one of them is arguing with the guitarist, and he's saying, check the system again. And he's saying, sir, there's no authorization for you. No one is allowed in. There's a lock on the entire port. And he's like, I don't care. Lex Mechanic Davos entered a record for us to leave on that shuttle right there. And he kind of like looks up and sees you.
Nice.
So there's
Yeah, I
4.
mean, he like, looks up and sees you, and he's like, it's like whatever. Like, check it again. There's some kind of error. Call the Lex Mechanic. And the guy's like, sir, the Lex Mechanic is not answering. I'm just telling you what's in the computer. We can't allow you in.
These
If
are
you
the
don't
guys
have a
with the
record.
red arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to my ear thing or whatever. I'm like, hey guys, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Red arms at 13 at 12. I can't tell time.
So,
Well, be right in front of you.
do they have a big gigantic 18 feet 6 inches by 8 feet .391 inch box?
Awareness check.
You don't need to make it, you don't see a giant box. it's just the.
Okay, so there's
Well,
there's 4 hardwares.
I don't
Are there
know,
any
maybe they're
softwares?
hiding it.
Do I see the side of
They're
this big
in the
bar?
hardware.
I go back to the group. I go, yes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not being
Fuck
let in
'em.
though.
I'll say
I feel like that's probably important. You should know.
less people to fight at the top.
Yeah.
Well, also
Fuck
we
'em.
don't want to start crap with them because if word
No.
gets up there that
Yeah.
crap's happening there, they're gonna be like, oh well. There's
Well, they
there's
already
the-
might be tipped off by the port being locked down.
Are there people around me?
Also, their elevator was shot at.
There are a few people still waiting in like
No,
the regular
I might have
line.
noticed.
These guys have like kind of come up to the checkpoint outside of the line,
Okay, are they in
and then
front of
there's
me?
guitarists around you too.
Or I'm already past the checkpoint,
Yeah,
right?
you're in
Yeah.
the checkpoint. You're
Yeah.
like you're at the airport.
You should be.
You're
boarding
at
this
the
flight
security
now.
checkpoint.
Yeah.
You're
You're-
ready to leave.
You're on the
You're at the gates.
You're at
Oh,
the
okay.
gates, and they're at the other side. and
They're
the
still
security
fucking with the
checkpoint-
TSA.
Yeah, I just
TSA.
turned to the closest person to me and I'm like, dude, these guys are gang members though. They're nothing compared to the gearheads though, and I just walk. Trying to hype up my crew.
I'm gonna find. Zyvan and his devotees are gonna find one passenger to try to convert
Over the whole fucking
over
trip.
the whole trip. One dude.
Proselytizing on an airplane.
that
That's
poor
a great
guy.
idea.
That poor guy. Captive audience.
Literally.
Yeah, so you find like a 16-year-old
Perfect.
engineering.
Hell yeah.
What do you call
Just tells him, what are you
him?
doing? With,
Apprentice.
what are you doing with your life? You know the God Emperor needs your service. Forget this engineering math stuff. We all know
Forget
2
logic.
plus 3 equals chair.
You don't need
Let's
algebra.
Roll
I have this brand new concept. It's called God.
You may not have heard of it.
But he
Do you
will
have a minute
literally
to talk
kill you.
about the Lord God Emperor?
What do you want me to roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide between persuasion, leadership, maybe intimidation. I'll let you pick between those three.
I'll do leadership.
Persuasion, and leadership, and
So I got a
intimidation.
5 with leadership.
Do I witness this happening? I mean, we're all on the same flight, right?
Yeah.
Roll for God.
It's a really large. So I can describe the elevator.
Okay.
Please.
But I mean, we're all hanging out together, right? So
I'm going to burn a wrath to re-roll my my failures, but I got
Okay.
a 6.
You let it
On the wrath die.
No,
5.
6 icons.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have 6 icons.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pass. So the elevator interiors are cavernous, 50 meters across in both directions,
Okay.
with little segmentation. Towers of mag-locked containers, specialist cargo, and a thick press of servitors are in the depths are bundled inside together.
Are there windows?
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. So after a few minutes of total darkness, agents on the edge
That's
catch
what
a
I should've
rare
done. I
sight
should've shot at a
of
window.
Avacris's surface through the armor glass windows. Broad panes of Archaeotech solar collectors cover the eternal engines, powering forged cities, orbital stations, and the elevators that connect to them, similar in scale to the one you are writing.
Do,
So is it Jesse? Yeah. So you rolled a 6. Yeah. So like, by the end of this ride, she is totally convinced. She's ready to give up
she,
her
16-year-old engineering student.
and go to the sanctuary world.
What's your character's name?
No, I just want a devotee.
Mine?
Yeah.
To join you as a devotee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. She
was
will
hoping
give
you'd
up her
let her
engineering
fail
life to
because I
become an
just-
ascetic monk.
Can I do the same thing,
Right.
except like I'm gonna sit like kind of behind him and go to the person next to me and use all the same talking points, except like lie about all of it and like not know what I'm talking about. And try and get someone else to join my like religious cult or whatever I'm like hoarding people for, except just like
The gearhead cult.
the gearhead cult.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But we're cooler.
Oh, I don't really want to do it. I just think it'd be
Gotcha.
funny. It's gonna be obviously taking his talking points too. It's just gonna be like I'm mocking him the whole time.
I take, like, she tells me her name, and then I say, no more, and I put my hand on her head, and I say, you will be known as Adelphia.
Yeah, I just turn to the person next to me.
You're like, what are you doing?
Just start
Now,
touching
discard
her
those robes and take these.
Yeah, they give you like the airplane like fuck off and like put on headphones.
I compel her to take off all of her clothes.
Jesus Christ.
I quit. Yeah, she's 16. Let's not do
Oh,
She's 16, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She will go to the lavatory and change her, and now she's wearing like all the robes that all your mother monks are wearing.
Okay.
Well, I compel her to put the robes on backwards.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
So while you're rolling this very important roll, where does the sky elevator go? I think I missed that plot.
She
point.
only got
The
a
moon.
1, I guess, whatever. So.
It goes to an orbital platform.
Go to the lower.
So like really
Oh.
large ships aren't able to come down to the planet's surface. There's so much
Gotcha.
gravity
She's
and
gonna be
everything.
I pick it up now. So
She's
they
gonna be what?
dock at
She's
this
gonna be
orbital
your new
platform.
chip.
It goes up and then.
No, I still have Chip.
Okay. Gotcha.
Dan was the one I lost.
So it's like the monorail at DIA. Like it takes you out to
Monorail.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except vertical.
yeah, except for vertical. Yeah.
Zeshua,
Yeah, it's the plane flight before the plane flight.
Yeah.
Zeshua is very stressed out because she's almost involved in 2 combats that then fizzled out, and she's feeling very
Oh,
blue-balled
yeah.
right now. She's getting increasingly nervous on this elevator that there's not a fight waiting for them upstairs, and to calm herself down, she sings a religious hymn. Objective met.
Wrath. added.
2 icons, 2 successes.
Okay, yeah. So you fail to manifest. No perils.
2 icons, 2 successes. That'd be
no,
6.
Oh,
right?
so it's icons are successes.
Oh,
icons
okay.
equals success. So if
The
you have-
exalted icons is the 6s, which is for
Yeah.
2.
Icon and exalted icon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2 exalted icons.
So that's 4,
That's,
and then
Okay.
2
and then
successes.
2 more
is
successes.
6.
Yeah. 6 is the
Okay,
total.
gotcha. It's regularly DN5, right?
Yeah.
And then you're wounded. Okay, yeah. So you go ahead and succeed. And she comes back out, and the robe's on backwards. And then she sees the other monks, and then she like quick turns back around and goes back in. And
You guys
changes
just do
again.
the pull the sleeves in and swing it
Yeah.
around.
I was hoping somebody would take their flight peanuts and put them in the front, like the hood that's right there. Snack that.
Yum.
I heard the Lord King has 3
Okay. Is this a good stopping point, Julian, or do we want to? Is there?
It's getting kind of late. Huh?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
How much is left? Just a fight?
Oh,
Showdown.
Yeah, so you guys are in like Act 3
Of how
of
many?
the whole thing. There's 3 acts.
So we're entering the third.
Yeah.
okay. Cool. Yeah, is this a good stopping point, Julian?
Yeah. This is good
Yeah,
stuff.
so we kind of, we fade to black as we're running the elevator up.
Cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
Hell yeah.
Who's Cliff?
Who's
What does he hang on to?
Yeah.
Side note for YouTube, I didn't know she was 16. The compel for her to take off her clothes was more of an embarrassment thing than a sexual thing.
Likely story. Likely
Insight
story.
check.